truly an amazing time to be a builder. We moved beyond AI tools that help us write to agents that help us act. These agents have lowered the barrier to development so much that anyone can be a builder, even busy CEOs. In fact, Sundar used Google Antigravity last week to fix a bug in the Google codebase. When we launched the Antigravity IDE in November, we made sure to nail the core agent-powered IDE experience and added an experimental first-of-its-kind agent-first surface as a glimpse of where we were heading. Millions of you already actively use Antigravity, and so we're excited to bring you even more today. We've seen the diversity of tasks, preferences, and frankly, product feedback. We've taken all of these learnings, and now Antigravity is massively expanding its suite of agentic capabilities, surfaces, integrations, and product features. To start, we're launching a full CLI experience, an Antigravity SDK, native voice support with Gemini audio models, and integrations with many surfaces and platforms like Android, Firebase, and Google AI Studio. All of this is available for you to try today. But most importantly, at the core is Antigravity 2.0, a new standalone desktop application that delivers fully on that original glimpse of a truly agent-optimized experience. The new Antigravity is unabashedly agent-first, focusing on the core agent conversations, agent-produced artifacts, and multi-agent orchestration. Like I said, unabashedly agent-first. As Sundar mentioned, this is the exact experience teams here at Google have been using to drive massive value. The Antigravity agent harness, the invisible framework for Gemini to perform real-world tasks, has become much more powerful with new core primitives such as subagents, hooks, and asynchronous task management. And underpinning all of this are the Gemini models, with Gemini 3.5 Flash having been co-optimized with the Antigravity harness. Of course, being engineers, we were curious to see how far we could push the limits of what was possible with these agents and models. So using the new Antigravity and Gemini 3.5 Flash, we asked our agent to take on what we consider to be a highly complex and impressive task: build a working operating system from scratch. We were surprised by what we found. Asynchronously, Antigravity broke down the challenge into a cohesive plan, tackled tasks via parallel subagents, generated, executed, and iterated over its very own tests. Over 12 hours, 93 subagents working in parallel made over 15,000 model requests and processed 2.6 billion tokens to take an initially empty project to the core of a functioning operating system. This was not possible. This was not possible on Gemini 3.1 Pro. But thanks to the performance and cost efficiency of Gemini 3.5 Flash, building an entirely functional operating system consumed less than $1,000 of API credits. The Antigravity agents wrote every line of code, from the scheduler to the memory management to the file system, generated, audited, and tested entirely by an autonomous team of agents. To put this in context, developing an OS from scratch is both notoriously brutal and can take many months to build. We weren't just building an application, but a fully functioning operating system that applications can run on. Let's take this live and actually show this operating system in action. So here, I'm actually in a terminal window in the OS that Antigravity built. Now, it's not super easy to demo a working operating system. So let's try something fun to see if it works. One interesting utility that you can install is SL, a common typo for LS. Without spoiling it, here it goes. It works. You could see a cool locomotive passing through the screen with the Antigravity logo on it. But clearly, this isn't a real OS, unless I can play Doom. Now, if I try running Doom right now, it just doesn't work. Turns out that the OS is currently missing some necessary video and keyboard drivers. So let's just try and fix it in the new Antigravity. I have a prompt prepared. I'm going to paste it in. While it's running, let's take a tour of Antigravity 2.0. As you can see, Antigravity 2.0 is very much agent-first, with all of your conversations on the left side panel and all of your projects. Let's take a peek at one of the conversations that I previously had. I was curious for this demo about some fun facts about Doom, so I asked the agent to do some research. It generated some plots on the right side panel, and then finally, it also generated a cool artifact for me. It even generated an infographic using Nanobanana Pro. It generated some graphs using the code it just wrote. And then afterwards, it generated some cool tables. As you can see, Antigravity 2.0 is unabashedly agent-first and has been optimized to be the best surface for you to interact with agents. Let's take a look at the previous conversation to see how it's going. Antigravity ended up doing a whole host of research, ended up writing over 100 lines of code, and then finally built the operating system. Let's take a peek and see if it works. Moment of truth. Amazing. That never gets old. While playing Doom on an operating system that Antigravity built is both fun and impressive, it hasn't stopped there. We've tasked these agents to build a photo editing suite, a real-time messaging app, and a multi-user collaboration platform, all with the same results. Multi-day engineering efforts are collapsing into hours, if not minutes. This was made possible by the new sub-agent teamwork capability, and we're excited to bring this to you as an early research preview in Antigravity. Last but not least, 3.5 Flash is incredibly fast. Like Sundar said, it's 4 times faster than other frontier models. But as we know, agentic coding is a token monster. So we've taken it to another level in Antigravity. We've optimized Flash to be not just 4 times, but 12 times faster in Antigravity. And we're thrilled to give you all a taste of this experience starting today. What we showed you today isn't just the vision. It's how we're building Antigravity to be the most complete agentic development platform for everyone. We're doing it with the Google ecosystem, whether it's integrating tech stacks and tools that you already use, or using Antigravity's agent harness to power the next crop of agentic experiences across Google products. Today, Antigravity 2.0 is available globally for everyone.